Sagittarius, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Sagittarius love reading. Now, in this Sagittarius tarot reading today, we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you here at the end of January 2024. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for your energy in this connection, Sagittarius, 3 cards for your person's energy in this connection, and then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now let's get started here. Let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Sagittarius and their romantic person of interest at the end of January 2024, please. Let's get one card, please. Okay, we're taking 2. It's going to be one of those days. Let's get 3 cards for you, Saggy. What is going on with Sagittarius as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them here at the end of January 2024, please? Still trying to get used to saying 2024. Alright, let's get 2 more for you here. What's going on with Sagittarius as it relates to the romantic person? Okay, we're taking an extra one again. You're not going to play fair with me, are you? I know there's one in there. There it is. I'm going to read those last 2 together so this doesn't get too long. What is going on with Sagittarius's romantic person of interest as it relates to Sagittarius and the connection between them here at the end of January 2024? Okay, I think we got an extra one again. Where did you go? There's that one. Oh yeah, we got quite a bit flipped over here. We got 4 right at the end. Oh Lord, I'm not going to take all of these. Maybe I am. I'm just going to have to read them all together. Good Lord, what in the hell do we have going on here? Let's see. This one should be interesting. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the Devil. This is Capricorn's major arcana card. This is usually a heavy toxic energy. This is usually obsession, addiction, a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like you can't escape from something, feeling like something has control over you. This can represent that there's some toxicity in this connection. There's some toxicity somewhere around this connection. One of you could have some toxicity or an addiction. A lot of times this will represent a shadow side of someone, like a piece of themselves that they don't like, that they don't want you to see and they don't want other people to see, and hell, they don't even want to see it themselves most of the time. You'll notice on the card, this is the Fool in the cage, and he's got his face buried because he doesn't want to look at the situation he's in. This is usually not a pleasant energy here. Under that we have Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy again, so I've got 2 Capricorn cards right here. This is usually like a wife figure, like a mother figure, like the stable, grounded person that I'm building my life around or that I'm trying to build a life with. This is usually a really loving, nurturing type of an energy. Most of the time for me, this signifies like wife, stable, girlfriend, fiance, someone that I'm living with or that I'm going that direction with. And then I have more Capricorn energy underneath that with the 3 of Pentacles. Got a lot of Capricorn here already. Let's see, what else do I have out here? You might be dealing with the Capricorn. I have a little bit of Libra, Scorpio, some fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. Got a little bit of Virgo out here, some Cancer, some Leo, some Aries. You could be dealing with any of those signs. You could be dealing with literally any sign. This is a collective reading, so it's going to be really hard for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with as an individual person, because I'm not really tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. This A lot of Capricorn here. This is supposed to be teamwork and collaboration and working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. Typically what you would be building here is the Ten of Pentacles. The people that build the Ten of Pentacles that usually do this teamwork and collaboration thing are the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I don't have the King out here anywhere yet, but we are just getting started. Technically the Queen's not really on the table, she's just in the overall energy here. This is supposed to be teamwork and working together, but as you can see on the card, there's only one person on this card. So this is like the feeling of like the thing that we're supposed to be building together, only one of us is actually working on it. Building the us stuff like by myself is what this is feeling like. Ah, jeez. 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. This is a swift ending to something. Usually it's a swift, painful ending to something. Sometimes it's an ending you don't see coming, hence the swords in the back. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal, hence the swords in the back. No matter how you slice this energy, it's an ending to something. So I've got some heavy toxic something going on as it relates to like a wife type of a figure, stable girlfriend type of a figure, stable partner type of a figure. Some idea of we're supposed to be building something together, but only one of us is doing it, and then some swift ending here. That is the overall gist of what it looks like this reading is going to talk to me about. We will probably have to come back to that more as we go through the reading just to make sure it all makes sense. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects both of you in some way here at the end of January 2024, Sagittarius. Doesn't always affect you both exactly the same way. Sometimes they do this and you feel the consequences, or vice versa. Sometimes they say or do this and then you feel some type of way because of that, or vice versa. Sometimes this can be like legitimately external energy that's affecting you both. But the mutual point of interest between the two of you here at the end of January, we got 2 cards instead of 1. We got the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. 3 of Swords is Libra energy. This is heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third energy. That third energy does not always mean romantic third party. It definitely can mean that, but it's not always the case. Sometimes this could be nosy friends or family members or co-workers or neighbors or somebody sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. Anything that we do enough of is eventually going to pick up its own energy. So working too much can be this third energy here, like watching too much television, partying too much, like gambling. We see the devil here. This could be the third energy, some toxic person that's around you causing some kind of a problem. It could be an addiction that picks up its own energy. This can be a lot of different things. So if in your mind you're asking the question, well, could that third energy be like fill in the blank? Yeah, if you're asking that question, it could be that. But this is some sort of a heartbreaking thing that's affecting you both. And then we have the 6 of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. This is a card of the past. It's thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way things used to be. It can represent something from the past making another lap through. It can represent someone from the past trying to make some kind of a comeback. Not looking so great when I have this swift ending in betrayal, like working by myself instead of together. It looks like stable, committed person has been left to do things on their own, and we got some toxic shit from the past, it looks like, coming back up here. Possibly have a third person involved here. Let me clarify this and see what else I can find out for you. What's going on with this 3 of Swords and 6 of Cups? Why is that the mutual point of interest between Sagittarius and their romantic person of interest? Thank you. Come here. On the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Aces are new beginnings. They're opportunities. Wands are about passion and desire. The wand is actually the phallic symbol of the tarot deck, so it represents the male phallus, and using it to be intimate, so it can represent sexual energy, sex, things of that nature. This is a passionate new beginning to something, a new beginning in passion and desire. 2 of Swords, Libra energy. 2s are always choices or decisions. This is a decision that needs to be made, only it hasn't been made yet. either because there's not enough information to decide what to do. Sometimes this could be like the blindfold could represent there's something that someone doesn't see, and that's preventing a decision from being made. You have to ask yourself, like the lady's trying to decide between two different swords here, but she's blindfolded, so she can't see, having a hard time deciding. Why doesn't she just lay a sword down and take the damn blindfold off, and then she could see what she's looking at, and the choice would be much easier that way, but she refuses to do that. So sometimes that blindfold can represent that there's something here that someone doesn't want to see. In other words, something that they don't want to be true. So they're refusing to look at that, and that could be preventing a decision from being made here. This is starting to look like we got a passionate new beginning happen, possibly with someone from the past, and now there's a decision that needs to be made about which way is the wand going to go, and that's not being made. Oh, definitely have a decision to make here. Judgment is the next card. This is a powerful major arcana card. It's a final decision being made in a relationship reading, a love reading like this. This is a final decision about the relationship. Decision A would be we're calling it dead and over with, and it's kaputs, passing judgment on it in that sense. The other decision could be we're going to call this back from the grave. We're going to resurrect it and try and bring it back to life and transform it so it's never the same way again. So I don't know if this is talking about we have now a decision between the old person and the new person, or if we have a decision here about whether we're calling it dead or are we going to try this again. Not 100. Ooh, shit. 10 of Swords behind that. Gemini energy again. We already saw this 4 cards deep in the overall energy. Swift, painful ending to something. Ending someone didn't see coming. Ending in betrayal here. This could be we had this passionate new beginning, and now there has to be a decision made about that, but no one's making the decision, so I've made the decision. I'm calling it dead and over with because I got betrayed. Could be something like that. Now when I clarify this 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups, I get the 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. 10 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden being carried here. It's affecting you both, so I'm not sure whose heavy burden this is. This is a 10, though, and 10s are completions. This is supposed to be the completion of the burden. In other words, getting to the point where you can lay the burden down and move forward without it. Most people don't get the memo, or if they do get the memo that they can lay this down and move on without it, most people just continue to carry the burden anyway. 5 of Cups is next, more Scorpio energy. 5s are conflict and change. This is some sort of a change in the emotions, a conflict in the emotions. This is like sadness and remorse about the past. It's like regrets. It's about, at its core, it's about where a person's focus goes will literally dictate to them the emotions they experience. So here, the person's focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled and all the love and emotions that have been spilled and wasted, all the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled and wasted. They're not focused on these 2 upright cups that are still in the background here. This 2 of Cups can represent a love connection that's still there, but their focus isn't on that. They're focused on these 3 cups instead, and the focused on like the spillage of that, the loss of that. So if a person focuses on the past, they are going to feel what they felt in the past. If someone focuses on something that they've lost, they will feel that loss. If they focus on something they believe is missing from their life, they will feel that gap in their life when there are things that they could be happy about if they would just shift their focus. It could also be that we've had a lot of spillage in this relationship now with a third party being brought in, because these 3 cups do represent 3 cups of love, and possibly some emotional loss because of that. Possibly somebody has some regrets and they're burdened by regrets. It could be something like that. Next we have 7 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is a period of time where there's this pause to reflect and take stock of this relationship, take stock of this whole situation that you're finding yourself in. And it's about trying to decide, is this ever going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles that I really want? Is this like worth me continuing to invest my time and effort and energy and work into this? Or is this a spot where maybe it's never going to pan out the way I want it to, and maybe I should just cut my losses and move on? So this represents that period of time where there's this reflection and contemplation of that kind of stuff. It can also represent like some seeds have already been planted between the two of you, and this is a period of time where we're waiting on those seeds to fully grow and mature and develop so that we can harvest this thing. So it could be an energy of waiting on something as well. But this is looking more like looking back at the past. I have a card about the past right to the left of it. I have a card about the past right above it. So this is looking like contemplating everything that we've been through up until this point, and the burden of carrying all of this negative emotions here, and the regrets and the remorse. Final clarifier for this, Knight of Cups. Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions, moving forward with romantic offers, romantic gestures, taking some kind of romantic actions here, trying to advance a love connection or a love offer, trying to move forward in something like that. This is looking strongly so far. Like we got someone from the past showing back up. This is supposed to be like a passionate new beginning, but it can also represent re-sparking something from the beginning stages again, like firing something back up. And now we've got this moving forward energy at the end of that that's affecting you both. That's the shared energy affecting both of you here at the end of January 2024, Sagittarius. Your energy in this connection. First card is always the most important for you. It's the World. Your central energy is the Ace of Cups. And your final card came out as 2. We got the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. The World is the final card of the major arcana. This represents the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac: Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. This also represents completions. I've seen the 10 of Swords twice already. That's a completion energy. This is the ending of one cycle, and at the same time the beginning of a brand new cycle where you start back over at card 0, the Fool again, starting back over at the beginning. So this is the ending to something and the beginning of something else. So tell me more about the World. Why is that the first card here for Sagittarius at the end of January 2024? Bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. Already part of the shared energy affecting you both. This is Libra energy, heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third energy. Like I said, it's not always a romantic third party. Sometimes it can be work, sometimes it could be addiction, sometimes it could be just some toxic asshole in the environment. Could be a lot of different things, but it could very well be third person involved here. Under that 3 of Swords, I have the Emperor. This is Aries major arcana energy. This is an energy of taking control, taking charge of a situation. This is a person who sets the boundaries. They lay the rules down. This is like, they call the shots here. The Emperor is a master manifester in the sense that he has all the tools and resources and abilities to put together a plan to get what he wants and then to execute that plan. It's about taking control. It's an energy of control. The Devil here as the overall energy is also an energy of control, not in the same sense. This is usually about being in control of stuff, and this is usually about something being in control of you. I'm getting ahead of myself, but in that mess of 4 cards that came out for your person's last card, the Emperor is one of those cards. This is looking strongly like your person has brought some extra thing into the relationship here. Queen of Wands right under that. Now, this is a fire sign energy. This is usually Aries or Leo energy, though. Could very well be Sagittarius. It could be that we got some external person, external thing here trying to control you, trying to set boundaries on you, and that's caused some sort of an ending. Now, this could also represent a person who is like bold and fiery and passionate and determined, and she knows exactly what she wants, and she usually goes after what she wants and gets it. This is not the kind of chick that takes no for an answer. I'm getting ahead of myself again, but also in that mess of 4 cards that came out for your person's last card, Queen of Wands is the first one. The Emperor was their last card. And I've got those 2 cards right back to back here as we're clarifying the world for you. So even though this world is in your energy and the first card is always the most important for you, doesn't mean it's actually your energy. It could be your person's energy showing up first for you because what they're doing is affecting you so strongly. But this would be a person who is like very charismatic and fun to be around and sexy and attractive, and this would be someone that there is an attraction, like a sexual attraction toward. When I clarify the world, I get the 6 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the 4 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. This is a card of balance. It's usually like generosity or reciprocity. Like you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. You take care of me, I take care of you. It's like equal give and take, where what you're putting in is the same amount that you're getting out. It's not one-sided where you're putting everything in and not able to get anything out. I'm having trouble believing that that's what it is. We could be talking about the completion of balance, the ending of equal give and take. This card can also represent the merchant, which would be your person in this case, giving to 2 different people in the Pentacles realm, the physical sense of things. So this could be someone that's got you and someone else behind their back here, which is kind of what I was feeling here from this Emperor and Queen of Wands energy. Like, notice how big his throne is and you can't see anything going on behind him. This is almost like, hey, what's going on back here is none of your concern. That's all my stuff back there. Don't worry about it. And then we've got them having someone behind their back there. Next we have the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy. This is an energy of progress being halted, no forward movement happening, things being stuck, like the brakes getting slammed on. Now the Hanged Man hangs upside down because he's trying to look at things from a different perspective than he normally would, a different point of view than he would normally look at things from. And he's doing that trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's trying to figure out, what do I do about this stuff so that I can get unstuck and things can move forward the way I want them to. The problem with that is where the focus is. So the Hermit card, which I also have out here in your energy, these are very 2 similar energies, and they're both about like trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. The difference is in where the focus goes. In the Hermit, the focus is directed inward. It's like that's looking inside yourself, searching your soul for something. This is looking at things from a different point of view, stuff that's external, looking at that stuff, trying to figure out why I'm stuck. Sometimes this can represent that something external from you is what has this stuck, which would probably be your person giving to more than one person. It could also mean this is part of your person's energy and they're like this helpless victim here, where it's not me, it's this stuff that's the problem. Like it's this other thing's fault, or it's your fault, it's not my fault. Like this, especially with the Devil here, this is someone who's in denial about something and has some toxic stuff going on under the surface, but they don't want to face it. They don't want to admit to it. I saw that with the 2 of Swords already. Now I'm getting that same impression from the Hanged Man. Like this to me looks like, yeah, I've got someone else behind your back that you didn't know about, but it's somehow your fault that I did that. Like, I never understand that line of thinking. I see that line of thinking a lot, especially doing personal readings for people. My brain just don't work that way, but I can't imagine going through life as like the helpless victim where this external stuff happens to me, and like there's cause and effect, dude, and like these people are like, they're at effect. The world affects them, other people affect them, situations affect them, and it's all that stuff's fault, not me. But I'm at cause, dude. Like, I'm not worried about the effects of other stuff on me. I'm worried about the effects of me on other stuff, you know? And like, they don't seem to have that kind of a mentality. Final clarifier for the world is the Four of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy again. I've said Capricorn quite a bit. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. So it's like, in one sense, there's an ending and a new beginning, which we saw with that Ace of Wands. Excuse me. But in another sense, there's like, things are stopped here, and I'm wanting to hold on to the thing that's completing, is what that looks like, which could be part of how the devil is affecting you personally. Yeah, part of it is your person's got some toxic BS under the hood, but part of it looks to be like you may be not accepting what's happening here. This would be like obsessed with a person or feel bound to them, like I can't escape from them. A lot of times people will mistake the Lover's card to mean like they're my twin flame or the person I'm supposed to be with. All that twin flame stuff is a crock of bullshit, by the way. Shame on the people that are out there profiting from people's heartbreak and like selling expensive ass courses on how to get your twin flame back. And like, there's one dude out here in particular that just drives me insane. He's got this really couple expensive courses on how to get your twin flame back, but that whole thing is just a scam completely. This is like, this would look like there's a piece that still feels stuck to this. Like, where I was going with that, in the normal tarot deck, the Lovers has the same people on the card that the Devil has on the card. There's just chains around their neck, and they're chained to that podium the devil sits on. And like, this is a masquerade, it's an illusion, it's the thing that has a lot of power to it, a lot of pull to it, a lot of like magnetic pull, and it feels strong, but it's toxic, and it's like it's masquerading as some powerful connection a lot of times. Central to your energy here in January 2024, Sagittarius, we got the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love and emotions. That's central to your energy. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Why is that the central energy for Sagittarius? Suddenly my hands feel like they're trembling. Yeah, they are. Look at that shit. I don't know what's going on with that. Bottom of the deck. Three of Wands. Man. This is Aries energy. The card that comes before this, the Two of Wands, that is like a fork in the road. It's a crossroads in your life. It's a decision point, or what is it that I really want my world to be like, and which of these two paths will get me there, and I have to pick one of those paths. Well, in this stage, that path has been chosen. Like, the decision's been made, the path has been chosen, actions have been taken in order to try to manifest the thing that I want to actually happen. This is being at the beginning stages of manifesting something and having this positive expectancy that the thing that I'm trying to create is actually going to get here and arrive. It just hasn't materialized yet. And this is an energy of like still waiting on it to happen. So this Ace of Cups could be a new beginning in love and emotions. This could also represent starting back over at square one in terms of love and emotions, like filling the cup back up, starting over at the beginning. Especially when it comes right after the World, it's like, look, this is over, but it's also a new beginning at the same time. And it's looking like either you're hoping for a new beginning where you guys fill the cup back up together, or that new beginning is some new cup of love that's happening here. I'm not understanding why you'd be, oh, you're waiting on this Two of Swords, this decision about the cup of love. This is either there's a new person, there's a new person, and you want to try to like fill this back up, and you're waiting on them to make the decision. Sometimes this is a decision that's not being made, and it's not your decision, which is why it's not being made. It's their decision, and they just aren't making it, and you're waiting on them. Yeah, it's the decision of whether or not this is dead and over, or can we resurrect this and fill this cup back up and bring this back to life and transform it so that it's not this way again. When I clarify this Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Four of Cups is Cancer energy. This is an energy of not being, excuse me, not being fully emotionally happy, not being fully emotionally content with what it is that's right here in front of you, not being satisfied with what you have. So much so that there's daydreaming going on, excuse me, about this other thing, this other cup that you believe might lead you to your happiness and your fulfillment. This cup hanging in the air is this Ace of Cups we're clarifying here. Notice the person's not happy with 3 cups in front of them. 3 cups of love in the picture. 3 of Swords, person from the past. Moving forward in romantic offers and actions. Someone giving to 2. Not looking very solid here from your person's end of things here. This is like, a lot of times this will represent that there's a love offer on the table between the two of you, only it hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air with nothing being done about it. Sometimes this would indicate that you're contemplating making a love offer, but you're just not doing it. Maybe you're afraid of being rejected or something. You're not doing it. This could also represent that I'm not happy that I've got these third party 3 cups of love shit in front of me, and I can't get that new cup that you've brought in out of my head. That could be why I'm clarifying the Ace of Cups. And it could be at the same time I'm not happy because we're not united here, and I'm daydreaming about filling that cup up. It could be any of that stuff. Hell, it could be more than one of those things at the same time, and it's just different layers to the story. It's looking like wanting to balance it out from your end, but it's also looking like I can't get that third cup out of my head. That person that you've got hiding behind your back, I can't get that out of my head, and that could be why things are stuck. Next clarifier I have for the Ace of Cups is the 2 of Pentacles, the more Capricorn energy. Again, it's a 2, it's a choice, it's a decision in the physical sense. This is a card of balance, like that 6 of Pentacles, but this is more about trying to maintain your balance or trying to get your balance back once it's been thrown off. You can see the waves in the background. That represents rough, choppy emotions. Something's going on that's got you off balance here, and this is a choice where you're looking at these 2 things and you can't have both of them, and you're asking questions like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Like, do I take this one or that one? Will they or won't they? It can also represent a person who's juggling 2 people here. It's right beside this Hanged Man energy of this progress being halted. This could be that there's no decision and there's this back and forth energy about a decision here. Could be why you're waiting on a decision about whether this is dead and over or are we resurrecting it. And I didn't go far enough down because I have 10 of Swords right behind that. Swift, painful ending. Ending in betrayal. Empress. Damn, getting ahead of myself again, but that's also in your person's energy. It's going to be interesting when we get to their side of the equation, because I feel like I'm getting a pretty good handle on them already. This is the birth of something new after this ending here. Or it could be that the betrayal was because of the birth of something new, and we're still waiting on a decision about that. Either way, the next clarifier is the 9 of Wands, more Sagittarius energy. It's a card of being walled off and defensive. It's also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior, and he's been hurt, hence the wall he's built around himself. This is like a defense mechanism. It's his way of trying to protect himself so that he doesn't get hurt anymore, doesn't get hurt again, because he doesn't want to be hurt. He's already been hurt, and he's trying to heal. He's trying to get his energy right so he can move on to the next stage of his journey, which would be this 10 of Wands. But now it can also represent barriers that are in the way, something that's in the way, and the thing that would be in your way, based on this devil energy here, would be this 4 of Pentacles. It's laying right beside this wall that's in your way, this idea of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. This is really looking like a case where, like, the writing is on the wall and you're still expecting that this is going to work out. Final clarifier for the Ace of Cups is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a physical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. Like, not an idea or a concept. This is some physical thing that a person could reach out and touch. A lot of times when I'm seeing what looks like a new beginning in love and relationships, a passionate new beginning that we saw, third energy from the past, this would be the physical opportunity to actually do something with that person. And it could also be that on the same other side of that coin that you want to heal this and you want another opportunity. It's really strongly feeling like two simultaneous messages, that they did something they shouldn't have and that you don't want this to be over, and you think that this can still be gotten past. Final card for you, Sagittarius. You got an extra one. We got the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. The Hermit is Virgo's major arcana energy. I alluded to this a little bit when we looked at the Hanged Man just a little bit ago. This is a card of withdrawal and isolation. This is about something happening that forces a person to go inside themselves and do some soul searching, some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out, what do I do moving forward from here? It's about shining your own, your inner light down inside the shadows of yourself, and shadow side of yourself, taking a look at that kind of stuff that's lurking in the shadows that most people don't have the courage to face. This is about having the courage to face it, taking a good, hard, honest look at what's going on inside of you and trying to figure out what to do about that. Now, this can also represent communication between the two of you shutting down, going silent. This could be ghosting. This could just be, we're not talking anymore, and when we do talk, it's vastly different than it used to be. It's like fewer and farther between. It's much shorter, superficial type conversations. The other card that goes with that is the Knight of Swords. This is an action taker. It's the fastest knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward and speaking the truth on something, or rushing forward, taking some rapid, decisive action on something. This would usually be like spontaneous, like impulsive kind of an energy, like somebody who doesn't think about something first. They just rush off and they do it, and they don't think about it until after it's over with. Could be trying to do some soul searching about that. It could also be trying to do some soul searching, trying to figure out how to speak the truth of what I want in this situation. Let's clarify that and find out, why is the Hermit and Knight of Swords here for Sagittarius? Really? Bottom of the deck. You cannot make this up. Three of Swords. Again, Libra energy, heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. Again, doesn't have to be romantic third party all the time. Feeling strongly that it is already, and now these clarifiers make me feel even more strongly about that. Yeah, definitely. Five of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. Fives are conflict, so this would be a conflict in like verbal conflict, a big fight, an argument, screaming match, using words like weapons, tongues like a sword to cut somebody with. This would be a big fight. We could be dealing with a narcissist here. Sometimes this card, with some of the other stuff I'm seeing, especially with the Devil laying right beside it at the top of the overall energy, could be dealing with somebody that has narcissistic qualities. Hanged Man, this is like victim blaming. I'm not digging this person. I know I'm reading your energy right now, but it's almost like the big majority of it is their energy affecting you, is what this feels like to me. But this is also not just a conflict. A lot of times this will be a betrayal taking place. This will be someone who has a winning at all cost mentality, like, I'm going to get what I want, period. And if you get hurt in the process, well, tough shit for you, because I'm taking care of me. I'm more important, especially with Emperor in their energy. And we've already seen that at one other point. Not feeling good about this at all. Son of a bitch, the Emperor. Like, this is the person who cares about what they want, and they're going to do what they want, and to hell with what impact that has on you or anyone around them. This is screaming like collateral damage is totally okay with me. Yeah, and behind his back again is that Queen of Wands energy. Which, yes, this could be them trying to control you in some fashion here. It could be trying to control you with this idea that, hey, at a certain point we will balance this out and we will start this back over, and I don't want to let go of you any more than you want to let go of me. And like, it could be that they're trying to control you with that line of thinking there. It could just as well be that they're hiding this person that they're sexually attracted to behind their back, so you can't see it. There's definitely a third energy involved. There's definitely a betrayal involved. I've seen the Ten of Swords too many times as well, and now when I see these clarifiers, clarifying the Hermit and the Knight of Swords, Three of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Hierophant. Three of Cups is Cancer energy. Yeah, this can be being united and celebrating, or being reunited and celebrating, but it can just as easily represent a third party love situation, because there are 3 cups of love in this picture. Right beside that on the table is the 4 of cups, so 3 cups of love are right there and can't get that idea out of my head. And right beside that would be the Merchant giving to 2. So it's like that whole first row is just screaming, yes, there is a third person involved. Very next clarifier, 7 of Swords. More Aquarius energy. This is lying, cheating, stealing, deception, sneaking around behind your back, trying to get away with something that they shouldn't be trying to get away with. Not pleasant energy here. It's right beside, it's touching the 3rd cup of love, and it's also right beside this concept of juggling 2 people, and that having everything stuck and progress not happening. Final clarifier for you, Sagittarius, is the Hierophant. This is the Taurus Major Arcana card. For me, this is a card of commitment. It's about being in a committed relationship and taking that to the next level of like engagements, marriage. This is a marriage card. It's about being fully committed and taking it to the next level. So this is telling me, like, during the commitment that the 2 of you had, there was this sneaky, deceptive shit going on. Lying, sneaking around, third person involved. Right beside the Hierophant is this wall that's in the way. That stuff going on when you're in a commitment with someone will definitely hurt you, it injure you emotionally, maybe psychologically. There's some barrier here between commitment and you holding on to this. Maybe you trying to hold on to this commitment is a barrier that you're actually putting in your own way. The only card that doesn't have anything to go with it in the row is this physical opportunity, this new opportunity that you want, that you're walled off from getting right now, probably because you're waiting on whatever the hell they're going to do here. Let me scoot this over and get some more room for you here. That's your energy in this connection for the end of January 2024, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at your person's energy here. That's where it's going to get interesting. Very first card is also the most important for them, Queen of Cups. Central to their energy, 6 of Wands. And their final card came out as a giant mess of 4 all at once. We got the Queen of Wands, the Tower, the Empress, and the Emperor. Wow, that's gonna be fun. Queen of Cups, this is Cancer energy. This represents a person that they have a lot of love and emotions for. This is the most intuitive queen in the deck. She typically, in just about every deck I have except this one, she has a lid on top of her cup, or physically has her hand placed on top of her cup, and she does that to protect her emotions from getting contaminated. She's been hurt before and she doesn't want anything getting in her emotions to hurt her again, but what she really wants to do is to pour her love into someone. She's just kind of guarded here. This could represent that your person has a lot of love and emotions for you. This could represent your love and emotions showing up over here for your person. The interesting thing to note is we've had all these references to 3 of Swords several times, 3 of Cups, and that concept has come up, giving to 2, juggling 2, new cup of love, new beginning in passion, new beginning physically, and now I have 2 queens in their energy. Let's clarify this Queen of Cups. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Why is that the first card for Sagittarius' romantic person of interest? Well, bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Libra energy. Again, twos are choices. They're decisions. A decision that needs made, only it hasn't been made yet. Either because there's not enough information, or much more likely it's because there's something they don't want to look at. They don't want to see that, and they're just not choosing. I'm going to wait instead. Now, when I saw this in your energy, it was the other way around. You were waiting on a decision, and it's their decision they're not making, and they're waiting on something that they want. They're at the beginning stages of manifesting something and expecting that it's going to happen. Yeah, definitely trying to manifest something. There's the King of Wands under that. This is Leo or Sagittarius energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what he wants. He goes after it. He doesn't take no for an answer. He doesn't let obstacles and roadblocks and challenges get in his way. This is the dude that's going to find a way to get what he wants, or he's just going to make a way to get what he wants. This very determined and driven and ambitious and motivated kind of a person. But it's also, it's also the pinnacle of the wand suit, which again is the phallic symbol of the deck. It's about passion, desire, sexual energy, sex. So it's someone who's also driven and motivated by those things. Yeah, Four of Wands behind that. This is a card about the thing that I'm waiting on, that I'm trying to manifest, actually arriving, and it's now here and can be celebrated, and it's stable. And like those four wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. So this is a card about them knowing what they want. They've started taking the steps on it prior to whatever this decision is, and then it shows up. This Queen of Cups that I'm clarifying is feeling like the other person that they have love and emotions for. This is probably someone from their past that they still are stuck on and haven't fully released themselves from that, haven't fully healed from whatever the problem was between them. This is feeling like that person. When I clarify Queen of Cups, I get the Empress, the Devil again, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Swords. This is very clear to me. The Empress, which again is already out here in your person's energy, and the final card that I'm going to clarify. That's so crazy calling it final card when there's four of them laying there. They got a lot of shit that needs to come out. They got a lot of shit they're hiding in their shadow that needs to come out and be addressed. But this is the birth of something new. The Empress is perpetually pregnant. She's the mother of the tarot deck. So she's always pregnant. She's always giving birth to something. So in a relationship reading, she typically means the birth of something new. But it's not new. This is more the rebirth of something is what it's feeling like. The Devil being next, which is again the overall energy of the reading. I see clearly who that devil belongs to. Yes, it's affecting you. And yes, there is a piece of it that is likely you, because there's some element to them that you're still chained to, that you're still stuck on. Like I said, these are the same two people that are on the Lover's card. But here they have horns and tails. They're not. They've been distorted because they've been in this distorted connection for so long. This is, I hear that phrase, divine counterparts and divine connection and divine feminine and divine masculine. And it's like those words are so overused, and I don't think very many people actually even understand what those words even mean. Like, I see that DM, like Divine Masculine, the abbreviation for that. I see that flood in my comments on just about every video that I publish. And women are using that word Divine Masculine as if it's a synonym for my boyfriend. And that's not what Divine Masculine means. Divine means like when God or the one, the all, the universe, spirit, source, however you personally view that, when, I'm just going to call it God, when God created the idea of love and masculine energy and feminine energy, those concepts, when they were created exactly the way God intended them to be, that means divine. Distorted means anything that's not divine, like something's off with it, something's wrong with it. So when you call a guy that cheats on you, that's your boyfriend or your husband, and he cheats on you and he treats you like shit and he blames things on you and he lies and sneaks around behind your back, I can promise you that is not divine masculine. It doesn't matter if it's your boyfriend. Those two words, divine masculine and boyfriend, are not synonyms of each other at all. This is not a divine person that you're dealing with. This is a distorted person who has problems that they're not willing to even face and address. It's like they're in denial about that shit. And they too are stuck on someone, stuck on rebirthing something, stuck on someone from their past that probably has them heartbroken, and they're causing heartbreak now because they're still stuck on this person. Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is fate. This is destiny. This is divine timing. The Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny. This is a change in the luck and fortune. This is, if things were going good, this is the event that spins the wheel the other direction and things go to hell in a handbasket pretty quickly. Whenever I have the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune together, especially right on top of each other like this is the karmic hamster wheel. This person went through some painful situation at some point because there was a lesson they were supposed to learn. But they didn't learn the lesson, so now they're repeating the lesson, and they're doing it again and again and again. This is repeating the same toxic cycle over and over and over again. It's like trying to rebirth something that they've already had that was clearly a lesson for them, and it's like they screwed off and failed kindergarten, and like then they repeated kindergarten and they screwed off and failed kindergarten again, and they're just going to continue on that cycle. Next is the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is being stuck in their head about something, grinding on something over and over and over and over again on that repeating loop in their mind, and feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because they don't know what's the safe step to take is. They can't get their mind to shut up. They don't have all the information. There's a blindfold on them again because they're in complete denial about what's going on. This is a self-imposed mental prison of their own thoughts. In other words, the way they're thinking about something is causing it to be worse than it actually is, and it's creating a prison for them, and they're trapping themselves going round and round and round and round and round in the karmic hamster wheel because they didn't learn their lesson. And this is also feeling like this person has toxic behaviors and toxic cycles that are probably related to burdens that they carry, probably related to like remorse and stuff about themselves that they don't like, and it probably causes them to move forward in love connections when they're in commitments already. Central to your person's energy, Sagittarius, we have the Six of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is a card of recognition. This is either them being recognized for something, or sometimes this can also be them coming to some sort of a recognition on their own, like them recognizing something, either about themselves or about you or about this other person or the whole situation. They're recognizing something or being recognized for something, and that's allowing forward movement to happen. Why is the Six of Wands central to Sagittarius person's energy here at the end of January 2024? Let's get one more, please. Okay, I asked for one more and they give me three. No problem. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. There's that choice again, Libra energy. I mean, you see me shuffling these, right? Like, same stuff keeps coming out. decision that needs made, only it hasn't been made yet. They're not making the decision until they know what's going on. Four of Wands, stability. This is the thing that they've been trying to manifest actually appearing. I will make my decision when I have it. And they're recognizing something here. Six of Wands. Man, this is probably them being recognized for not deciding, because they want all of it. They want victory here. They want to be able to just have whatever they want and have all the stability. Be able to move forward any way I want. Be victorious at getting the thing that I want. When I clarify this Six of Wands, normally I get 3, I got 5. I got 4 the first time, 5 this time. 8 of Cups, the Magician, King of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, the Emperor. Man, 8 of Cups is Pisces energy. Emotional detachment, physical detachment, like physically walking away from these 8 full cups of love that I have. This is a lot of times somebody who has is the grass greener on the other side of the fence syndrome, where they think there might be something better, and damn it, I gotta go move forward and find out if there is something better or not. Now, most of the time, what they find out is, no, dude, the grass is not greener on the other side of the fence. What side of the fence the grass is on has jackbo shit to do with how green the grass is. Grass is green where you water it, where you nurture it, where you pour something of yourself into it. That's where the grass is green. So usually they find out it's not greener over there, and then they try to make some kind of a comeback, which, again, we could have your person did some sort of a third person thing here, and this whole idea of the past is you guys are the past at this point, because they walked away and tried to birth this new thing or did the same stupid bullshit. I got a strong feeling like this, if this person has cheated on you, this is not the first time they've done that. And if it is the first time they cheated on you, it ain't the first time they've cheated in general, because like this is a pattern for them. Like detaching, going down a new path that leads me to my own personal happiness and wish fulfillment. That path is birthing something new for them. That path is strongly tied to advancing forward with love offers and, romantic gestures and actions of love and emotions. Next clarifier for that Six of Wands, the Magician. This is the Mac Daddy master manifester of the whole tarot deck. It's someone who's got all the tools, abilities, resources to create whatever it is that their will desires. They shape the world around them to be in alignment with what their will desires. He's got all 4 aces on the table. The 4 wands of the 4 suits, which again represents 1111, the number of manifesting. So I've seen that 4 of Wands for them. I've seen the Magician for them. They're actively manifesting something, but they're doing it from a negative place. They're doing it from a toxic place. They're manifesting more of this toxic behavior here. It could be that they're still stuck on someone and they're manifesting them and manifesting this whole karmic hamster wheel routine that they're doing, where they're just going through the motions and looping it over and over again. King of Pentacles. I remember seeing Queen of Pentacles at some point toward the beginning on, right here, attached to the Devil in the overall energy. The Queen of Pentacles is like the mother figure, the wife figure. This King of Pentacles is like the husband figure, the father figure. Now, I do have the Empress and the Emperor in their energy. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got the Emperor here in the clarifiers. The Empress we just saw, and then the final card for them, which is 4, is the Emperor and the Empress are in that too. So I've got mother and father figure 2 different ways. I've got, the 2 cards that belong together 2 different ways. This is feeling like husband type energy, or person that was building their life around you, or you were building your life around them or with them. Walking away from manifesting husband is what this looks like. Like, I don't want to be husband. I'm walking away from that and manifesting something different. And again, it's like, this is what's supposed to happen. Like, if this person is trying to get away from you, the best advice I can give you is fucking let them. Like, you don't want this. Nothing good is going to come out of this. Next clarifier, Two of Cups. This is Cancer energy. It's another choice, another decision. We've seen a lot of those here. This is a decision about emotions, a decision about love. This is a love connection between two people. I did see here in this Five of Cups here, this sadness and remorse about the past. There's 3 cups spilled because they brought a 3rd cup of love in, but there's still a connection in the background. Or just as easily, it could be a choice between more than one person, and they're going back and around in circles in their head about that. Just going in never-ending loops about that. Emperor is the final clarifier. Again, this is Aries energy. This is control. It's taking control, taking charge of the situation, putting together the plan to get what they want, and then executing the plan to get what they want. It's like your person has to decide who they want and emotionally what they want. Is it to be husband, or is it to be person in control that can do whatever it is that I want? And they recognize something about this decision-making process. Whatever it is that they're recognizing, they're waiting to make their actual decision until they get what they want. And they're actively, like, hardcore working on getting what they want at this stage of their energy. Whether that has already happened in your case, or this is about to happen in the next week or so, I'm not 100% sure. But the final card for this person for January 2024, they got a mess of 4 cards here. We got that Queen of Wands, the Tower, the Empress, and the Emperor. This is a mess. Queen of Wands, we've already seen a few times. That's that Aries or Leo energy, bold, passionate, fiery, determined, life of the party, fun to be around, sexy, vivacious, attractive, good looking, sexual attraction for this person. This would be the person that they want. Again, that could represent you because you're a fire sign here. That could easily just be, not only do they have love and emotion still for someone from their past, but they have the hots for them as well, like driven passionately and probably sexually that way. We got the Tower. This is the collapse of something. This is a foundation rocking event. This is game changer right here. Some important structure collapses and nothing is the same as it was the day before this. It could be that there was a collapse in the relationship with you, or that they brought the Tower down, or hell, they didn't spill the cups, they kicked him over. It could be something like that. That Tower is directly tied to the Empress, the birth of something new. And the Emperor, these are counterparts here. These are 2 cards that are supposed to be together. So which doesn't mean that your person and you are supposed to be together. It doesn't mean that your person and their other person from their past are supposed to be together. It just means that it's showing up that way in their energy because that's how they feel about it. They feel that. It's not like God beaming down the message that no, this person's supposed to be with that other person. No, they're not. They were supposed to learn a lesson from that person, and they completely failed. And they're doing it again. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands, Tower, Empress, and Emperor for Sagittarius' romantic person of interest at the end of January 2024, please. Let's get one more. Just one, please. Thank you. Okay, we'll take 2. It's like they won't let me. They won't let me. Bottom of the deck. 4 of Wands. Seen it repeatedly. Aries energy. This is manifesting the thing that they want and it actually arriving here. That's what changed everything. This person that they're trying to get back with has come back. and things are stabilizing between them. Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy of options and choices and confusion about the options and choices. There's a lot of different cups here. There's a lot of different ways I could go, and I don't want to make a mistake and pick the wrong cup. So it can represent confusion, you being emotionally confused about what to pick here. But those clouds of smoke represent like obscured vision, obscured sight, obscured decision making, like could represent being intoxicated, with the devil here as the overall energy and the devil as their second clarifier. We could have a person who has a drinking problem. We could have a person who has a drug problem, an addiction of some kind that impairs their judgment. They could just be delusional and deluding themselves in trying to believe that this is some super powerful soulmate, like twin flame bullshit type of a belief that they have about this other person. It could be that, and they're deluding themselves. This could just as easily be, hey, I got the thing that I want, but I'm trying to keep you confused by blowing smoke up your ass and keeping you like in a spot where you're heartbroken, but I know you're afraid to face this situation, and you're stuck to this idea of being my wife or the centerpiece that I'm building everything around, and I can use that burden of how you feel against you, and maybe if enough time goes by I can get something good out of it, but I'm still doing what I'm going to do because that's what I want to do, and I'm more important than you. It's really how this person feels. They could just be blowing smoke up your ass about the judgment here, not saying that it's dead and over with, and implying that there's this idea that we could resurrect this. It could be just part of their mechanism of taking control. Could be that. I don't have a lot of faith in this person because they feel shitty, and it's like my hands feel like they're shaking again. Like it's really like up in my upper arm area. It's weird. Clarifying this mess that they've got here is their final card. I get the Sun, the Ace of Wands, the Lovers, Page of Swords. The Sun is a Leo major arcana card. This is the happiest card in the deck. It's happiness, joy, bliss, harmony. Like, you really can't get a better card than the Sun when that's what it means. And for them, I have no doubt, yeah, if they have all this love for this person and all this attraction to them and viewing them as my counterpart, my other half, and like this is what's supposed to happen, and being in complete denial about all the devil energy that they have all over them right here, stuck in their head about it, wanting to control everything. This could be a happy moment for them because it's clear that they have manifested this person here. They've done something. They've taken some sort of correct actions or gotten lucky or something, but they're happy. Like here we have birth of something new, and I'm walking away to get my own happiness and wish fulfillment, and right there it is. Next card is the Ace of Wands. Now, another meaning, I got to back up, another meaning for the Sun is it can represent illumination, as in something being illuminated, being lit up when something's going on behind your back and it's hidden in the dark and you don't know about it. Well, the next step is the sun comes out, shines its light into the darkness, lights everything up so you can see it for what it is. And it could be the thing that's getting exposed is, yes, they emotionally detached and walked away because they were manifesting a new beginning in passion and desire. Thing that's getting exposed, that they're getting recognized for, is that they're following their wand and they're trying to say that no, this is fate. No, this is love. And no, actually, dude, you're following the wrong head, man. You're following the wrong head. And what you're manifesting here isn't love, it's toxicity. It's distorted. Next clarifier for them is the Lovers. So again, I'm like getting hammered and hammered. Like they believe this is love. They believe that this other person is the one for them. And it does not appear to be that way. And following that across the aisle, I get the husband figure here and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like, I I guess I do have something that could be construed as you and this person are married. But there's some change to that, and the change to that is another lover being introduced into this picture. The lovers is, yeah, it's a powerful love connection, but that's not the only meaning. Like, I know so many readers will tell you that this means twin flames, and it has nothing to do with twin flames. Like this, the Rider-Waite Tarot deck was created in 1908, 1909. And the concept of twin flames didn't even get invented until the 70s when some lady was trying to sell her bullshit courses on the stuff. So there's no way in hell this card has anything to do with twin flames, because the concept of twin flames didn't exist for another 60 plus years after this was made. So this represents a powerful connection. Yes, it's Gemini major arcana energy, the twins being represented here. Like this is connection, interconnectedness between people. I can't pollute the environment without affecting you and the people that are around me. Like I can't make choices in my life without affecting the person that I'm in a relationship with. So this is like the interconnectedness between people. For them, it's representing that they have this powerful connection with a lot of happiness and a lot of passion tied to it, but you still can't escape the fact that this is what it really is. It's masquerading as this, but it's that. It's the devil pretending to be divine when it's really distorted. And yes, like that is true for this person and whatever other person they're starting something new with, but that is equally true for the two of you. You cannot be in a divine connection with a person who carries this much distortion with them. It's not possible. If you get into a connection with a distorted person, you are in a distorted connection. Like think about it. If you have a glass of water and I squirt battery acid into it, is that still a glass of water? Like, can you drink that with no consequences? No, you can't. And this is not a divine connection. There's distortion in their energy. There's distortion in the energy that's affecting you both. And what happens when you chain yourself to a person under the guise of it being love, and really it's distorted, you grow horns and tails too. You don't get to escape the effects of it. This is about the interconnectedness, and what their decisions do have an impact on you. And that impact puts you in a cage where you're afraid to face the situation that you're actually in. And you're trapped and blocked and stuck here in this idea of being in a connection with them, being the other half of them, when the reality, and you know the reality, is that you're working all by yourself to do the us thing that they should be here helping you with. And the reason for that is because they're betraying you behind your back. They're giving to two people. Son of a bitch. 5 of Swords. They're betraying you. Chariot. You guys are pulling in 2 different directions here. And I think there's a piece of this person that is using that against you. Final clarifier for your person, Sagittarius, is the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers. So this is news and messages and communications. This is an energy of a person who's trying to learn something, who's trying to figure something out. Notice he's looking to the past. He's looking off the left side of the card, which represents the past. It's laying directly beside 2 of Cups, a past connection that they have, and that they're still stuck in their head about. The only card on your side, the only card that didn't have anything to go in the row with it, is this physical opportunity that you're wanting to present itself. The only thing on their side that has nothing to go with it is the Emperor, this idea of them being in control, them being in charge of the situation, taking charge of everything, setting the boundaries. They're calling the shots here. And this is not looking like a pleasant spot. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Sagittarius love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.